Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you are all well. Today we are going to be talking about things that should be normalised. I did do a little question thing on my Instagram that some of you fed back to me on things you thought should be normalised, which was really helpful. So I've got some of those as well, which I'll be ending on. I did that on my Instagram, so if you haven't followed my Instagram, go ahead and follow it. At the beginning, I'm going to talk about things I think should be normalised, and then we're going to head into yours. So let's get on with the video. First thing, which I haven't actually seen, which I'm glad I haven't seen. However, I wish I was there when it happened because I would happily say something, is breastfeeding in public. When people, unfortunately I have to say it, mainly men, sexualise this, it infuriates me so much. I don't see why people have a problem with women feeding their fucking child outdoors. And you know what? Boobs weren't sexualised until men sexualised them, just putting it out there. Boobs are not a sexual thing. Boobs are there to feed their child. That's what boobs are for. It infuriates me so much. I've got my laptop here so I can do a little bit of research while I'm doing this as well. So there's a couple of interesting reasons why boobs have been sexualised. I could do a whole video on this. This is about businesses selling their products. So it's always about a nude woman or using breasts on magazines, on billboards, on movies. That's always catches the person's eye. I could go into this so much, but this is not a video on this. So my overall judgment is breastfeeding is a natural thing. If you see it as a sexual thing, you're the one with the problem. There's a woman trying to feed her child and you're sitting there, or even some people go up to them and say, that's not appropriate. That's not appropriate feeding my child. Are you mad? All of these things on here are a normal thing to me. Or normal, whatever normal means. Who knows what the word normal means? There is no such thing as normal. It's what society has classed as normal. So, number 2, using counselling and therapy. Therapy has a T. Using counselling and therapy. People find this embarrassing and shameful to use it. And I'm going to put it out there, I have had counselling in the past, and for me it really helped. I know some people it has not helped. I mean, it's not something you're going to go around and spread and tell everyone, obviously not, because it's nobody's business what you're doing. But don't ever feel guilty for going. If it helps you, go. The most important thing in life is for you to be happy. It doesn't matter about anybody else, it matters about you. So don't feel embarrassed to go. Trust me. Nudity without it being sexualised. Now, a really good example of this is my sister's Instagram. So I'm going to put her Instagram on the screen. She did a nude series, which I absolutely loved because it was bodies, but it was non-sexualised bodies, which is something that shouldn't be sexualised. You should be able to see a body and not sexualise it. Go over to my sister's page, she's got a whole nude series on there, and they're absolutely stunning pictures, stunning models, expressing emotions freely. Now, I don't like to express emotions because I don't like sympathy, but for my way of meaning, I think we should normalise everyone feeling sad, upset, guilty, angry, frustrated. Like, it should be a normal thing. And always when that happens, it becomes a negative. If you've got a kid, let them be angry, let them be frustrated, let them feel what it feels like. Obviously don't force it onto them. Let them know how that feels and let them know how to come out of that. So you shouldn't have to feel embarrassed. Like, if someone's taking the piss out of you feeling angry, frustrated, upset about this one thing, it obviously means something to you if you're getting those feelings towards it. For example, say I get upset about this one thing and someone says, oh my god, Tasha really overreacted for that. Well, there was obviously something that really upset me. Why don't you check in on your friend and check that they've actually, maybe they want to talk about it, maybe it's something deeper than that. Don't always assume that it's just them overreacting. Yes, I know there's overreactors, and I'm the most unsympathetic person you'll ever meet. Normalising online friendships. Now, I think at our generation, it's kind of becoming a normal thing. It's a hard one to get normalised because I understand the danger in it. You have to be so careful, and you have to be open-minded and realistic, supporting and promoting yourself. This should not be classed as a negative thing. I support and promote myself all the time. If I'm not going to do it, who is? You've got to support yourself. You've got to get yourself out there. If you want to start that thing that you've wanted to do for 3 years, start it. Because no one else is going to start it for you. For example, if you want to get a fitness page up, do the fitness and promote it on your story. Promote it every day, promote it every hour, I don't care. Promote yourself. Because otherwise no one else will. It's like believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to? Okay, so this is another big one. Body hair on girls and no body hair on boys. Now this is apparently a big problem, and I don't understand why it's a big problem. Girls that have armpit hair get comments like, ew, why do you have armpit hair? I just don't understand in my brain. Just because I don't want to do it and I don't feel comfortable growing hair doesn't mean anyone else can't. I don't find it disgusting. I don't see why you would. If boys can do it, why can't girls? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. We've all got it, it's just whether we choose to shave it off or not. I don't understand why you would make fun of a girl who has hair where stereotypically they shouldn't, or a guy has shaved somewhere stereotypically where they should have hair. It makes no sense to me. I don't see what the problem is. And your life is obviously very boring if you have to go onto Instagram or even say it to their face and say, ew, I don't like your armpit hair. Admitting you're wrong. I don't know why, but a lot of people have a problem with being wrong. I don't see why it's such a big deal to have to be right. It makes no sense. And then also vice versa, it makes a big deal that they're right and a big deal that you're wrong. Why does it matter? I've just admitted and I'm happy to say I'm wrong, and thank you for teaching me and making me learn something new. Not going to college or uni. I feel like some people look down on people that haven't, which I don't understand, because like it's a lot of money to spend and a lot of time to waste if you're not 100% in it. And don't just go to impress your parents or your friends or your family. Like, don't do it for you. And you've got to remember, there are people out there that have had so much success in the world without a diploma or a degree or a master's. There are so many people. There is a lot out there that you can do, a lot of opportunities, apprenticeships, ways to work yourself up in certain things. Like, you've just got to be smart about it and you've just got to work hard for it. As long as you're consistent and you're hardworking, you will get there. Whether that's in 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years, 50 years, whatever. Actually at 50 I will be very old. Probably too late then, but you know what I'm saying. Normalising women not wanting kids or marriage. I personally haven't experienced this because I do want both eventually. However, I do know people that have experienced this, and I think it's really bad that someone would look down on someone or be disappointed with someone if they don't want kids or marriage, etc. And I do kind of understand it, because maybe that person, it could be their dream to have grandkids or to have a cousin or to be an auntie, to be an uncle, etc. Whatever else you can be. People want that, but if someone doesn't want it, you shouldn't make them feel bad for it. Friends stopping their friends from doing something stupid, not cheering them on for doing something outrageous. For example, guys in clubs. Maybe a guy's walking past a girl and they touch round their waist to move past them. Why do you have to touch me to walk past me? Just walk past me, you don't have to touch me. And then their friends cheering them on. No, you don't do that. You're just as bad letting them do it. Even if you're not cheering them on, and even if you're thinking that it's wrong, if you're letting them do stuff like that, you are just as bad. because it goes from that, then it will go further later on in life. If they're not stopped now, it will go further on. A little bit off topic, well, not off topic, but we're going on a rant here. Sexual assault happens a lot because, one, we're to blame on what we wear, on how we look. I should be able to walk down the street in a bikini and not be touched and not be assaulted. I should be able to wear whatever I want because I am not asking to be raped. And that's what irritates me. Because once you start slapping in a girl's ass in a club and you think that's okay because it's funny, it's not. It's horrible. And that's one of the reasons why I don't go clubbing. As well as I can't stay up past 10 o'clock and I'm not a fan of drinking. Who wants to be touched by random guys in the club? Well, not me. And many other girls don't either. And for me, I'm lucky that I can turn around and be like, what the f*** are you doing? But I wasn't always like that. And I know a lot of girls won't be like that. Oh, it just frustrates me so much. Who gives you the right to touch a girl in a club? You don't even know them. You don't know what they've been through. And they're there to have a dance, like, f*** off, basically. That's another thing I could go on a rant about, but we'll leave it there. Those are a couple of them that I've thought about recently that are really close to my heart. And I think all of those need to be normalised, and I don't understand why they're not normalised yet. But I think most things in the world will never be normalised altogether because there's just always twats in the world that just are very small-minded, and yeah, I'll just leave it there because I'll say some very ugly words that you do not want to hear. Anyway, so these are some things that you guys put up for. First one, salt on toast. I cannot normalise this. This is so wrong in so many ways. And also, going off this, someone said banana sandwich. That is wrong in so many ways. So many ways. If you do that, you need to stop and think about what you're doing. Dance is a career. Now, you may think, okay, you're very biased, but the amount of times I've had, oh, do you just roll around the floor, oh, pirouette, and dance is a career. Dance is probably one of the hardest careers you could ever go into. And people say, oh, you're biased, you're just saying that. No. Creative arts is one of the hardest things you can get into. Trust me. Dance is a career. So many people look down at this and think, oh, it's not an actual career. You come to rehearsal with me. Actually, you come to an hour dance class with me and then let me know, yeah? Let me know. Try a week at Performing Arts College. Let me know, yeah? This should 100% be normalised. And the fact that people still look down on it aggravates me so much. I could say all of this stuff, but you probably wouldn't know the half of it. People don't understand how much passion, love, motivation, dedication, time, energy, blood, sweat, tears, the list goes on. The amount of that goes into a career is the best feeling ever. Best feeling ever. But you only see the outcome as people that don't dance or perform. You only see the outcome. You don't see all that stuff that's going on behind the scenes. How many hours, how many late nights, how many rehearsals, how much stuff goes on behind the scenes. The list goes on. It's hard for people who haven't been through it to understand. Okay, whatever you say, honey. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, share this with your friends. Make sure you click that bell icon so you know when I upload next. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye.